Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be playing a very fun game on Roblox called IQ Test Simulator, which is an incredibly fun game if you want to break every bone in your body and smash your head against a wall. But if you don't want to do that, this game is not for you. Please click off the video now. Actually, don't click off the video. We need the views. Just leave it running in the background. Thank you guys. So starting off, we get introduced to this guy called Sam. He's a big douchebag, but he has spoken nothing but the truth, so we will not judge him too hard. And here we have a very fun sequence where he takes us to choose our robot pal, and he gives us four different choices where the only difference between them is their color and their name. So they're just basically like snakes IRL. We can pick anything, it does not matter, they are going to fuck us up later anyways. So once this guy yaps a bit more, he takes us to our first level. Oh, also a little bit of a spoiler, there are 200 levels in the game. We did not beat 200 levels, we lost our sanity at about the halfway mark. So yeah, don't expect the entire game beaten, but we came pretty far, around 50% to be precise. So the first level is pretty easy. You just take this conveyor belt, he throws you into a random room. No, it's not really random, it's the first level. You press on the big button and you get through. Now if you can't do that as well, this game is not for you, so do not play the game. Second level also pretty self-explanatory, you just jump into the big box. And the third level very complicated, you jump a bit more than the last level and you get through the level as well. And the first 10 or so levels are pretty easy, as you can see. All pretty self-explanatory, all really linear. This maze is also pretty simple. We fucked up here unfortunately by going right instead of left because incredibly stupid maneuver by the guy playing. Okay, we fast forwarded a bit and all pretty simple levels. And for some reason the recording has glitched, bugged. We are not going to take care of it in editing. We will discuss this right here, right now. No, the recording didn't bug. We were just AFK at this particular moment in time. Pretty ironic. Another easy level. Easy. Never mind. We are shit. We are still shit. Okay, we are not complete shit. I hated all these box levels. The physics with these boxes were absolutely stupid. I hated every single. Not this level. This level was pretty easy. The future levels. This one also I did not like it. It was pretty easy, but it was still incredibly stupid to do. So like, why can't my guy just make the jump? Is he retarded? Is he stupid? Is he lazy? And of course, Roblox giving a few motivational messages in between as well. This level also really easy. Squid games at home, more like crap games. I think Roblox has that as well. Which will also be in one of our other future videos, so stay tuned for that as well. And here we have an incredibly fun counting level. As you can see, we lost our mind immediately at spam numbers. I mean, it worked, so who cares? Here we did a very complex step of following instructions, quite difficult for most of you. And we had massive skill issue over here at this part in the game, which I don't know how is it even possible when you're not supposed to even die. Excuse our time taking maths, we are weak in maths. So we got it first try though, so not that weak. So here we had a very fun stroke of gameplay where we managed to actually find the code which was at the back. It took way longer than needed. And this level actually also took a while to figure out, but basically what you do here is you mirror the path in the other glass door, and it took a while to figure that out as well. But we did manage to do it, and up until this point we haven't gotten stuck at any particular level even once. Here is just basic maths. You just add up both the blocks, bricks, whatever the hell that is, and there's a side one on the side. You add that as well. And here is a pretty simple parkour game. And if you're ever stuck at a level, you can also use the big skip button on the left side, which is what your robot palace for. He's utterly useless apart from that. And trust me, he will be coming in clutch very soon because there are a lot of levels which you will need that guy for. Here, another riveting stroke of gameplay by spamming numbers. And here we actually managed to hit a pretty nice parkour onto the platform. And this level is also pretty stupid. You just basically ignore the message and use the zero anyways. And another spam the number level. Pretty fun. I don't think we figured out how to do that. We just spammed a lot of shit. Here's some basic mathematics. I'm sure all of y'all can do it. Probably not, but still. Here we just gambled for all the numbers on this. We had no idea what the answers were. Pretty fun. This all these levels are pretty easy up until the 50 level mark. I think the game was really chill, and after that, the insanity starts. So one particular level which you will see in the future is one involving a painting. It turns out I'm not artistically inclined. We will come to that as well in a bit. So here we fucked up basic addition, but happens to the best of us. Here you just spam the colors until it's the fruit you desire. If you're colorblind, you're honestly just fucked. Another stupid level. Get through that as well. Some pretty simple parkour. I don't know how we failed. Maybe we are shit at the game. Another basic addition step. It's not that deep. You just add the numbers. It took way too long for some reason. Maybe we are more stupid than I imagined. And we get scammed by the maze here a few times. We dying even for no reason, even though we were not anywhere close to the lasers. Get through the moving ones pretty easily, which is pretty surprising. And here we have a very fun game, which we are definitely going to mess up. No shot, we don't die here. Okay, maybe we don't die here. Maybe we are not as stupid as we thought. Oh, first try, easy clap. I am watching this along with y'all for the first time, guys, so all the reactions are 100% genuine. Because I don't remember doing any of this shit either. Because I did not. I don't know how we got the answer to that question, I'll be completely honest. So here we are having massive skill issue with some basic maths. It should not have taken this long. And looking around the room, we find small text for the numbers, and I guess we just brute force it after finding a few because we did not want to find the full answer. Similar process here. Actually, this was pretty easy. You just have to have a decent pair of eyes. If you don't have eyes, I don't know why you're even playing the game. Here is another pretty retarded room with all a bunch of memes. You just spam and hope you get through one of them, which you did. And this was a very fun level as well. Pretty retarded layout, but with a bit of bullshit camera angles, you will be able to get through it as well. Next, moving on, I could not figure out these levels for the life of me. This took way too long, and I did not like how stupid this level was. I don't think we even figured out the answer. I think we just started brute forcing it at midway. Yeah, we just started brute forcing it. And it worked on the second try because, of course, it did. Another pretty easy level. And here we become the legend of King Arthur with a very nice. with a very nice spectacle of gameplay where we get ambushed by zombies and we don't die because we are very talented, and has nothing to do with the fact that we don't have a health bar and they do. In fact, their only attack was hugging us, which I don't think worked out very well. And here you just type a code in. It's not that deep. I don't know why we didn't type it in. I don't know what the fuck we are calculating over here actually. I still have no idea what. It's not that deep. Okay, we figured it out. And here I used a completely wrong logic to get the right answer. Here I did 38 minus 20 for 18. But I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. But I was just like, 10 is the difference between them. You can just calculate. It's 18. So, yeah, got the wrong answer accidentally, but who the fuck cares? So, we started brute forcing at one point. We go insane. We still go insane. We are actually going further away from the right answer. And then we found a pattern thinking that the closest number for 10 will probably start from 10, so we just brute forced it from there. And here we had a very nice room telling us exactly what to do. Really fun room. You had to actually bullshit your camera angle to try and find a code outside of the map, which is really incredible designing for what I like to call bullshit. And this was also a very fun level. It was really fun. As you can see, we found a awesome solution to this puzzle. It was called inputting the answer into every fucking keypad you could see on your screen. A really fun and riveting gameplay experience. Would not recommend. If you saw that in slow motion, you would have seen I missed one keypad, which was ironically the one which he had to put it in, which was, of course. Here we have some basic maths. Thankfully, we did not fail. Would be quite embarrassing considering we are adults. Yes, we are adults playing this game. Another drop test, another easy one. Here we have a fun riddle, which we somehow actually fucked up on our first attempt. Pretty embarrassing. I do. If it was me doing it, I think I would have gotten it for first try. But after rearranging it a bit and understanding what the true meaning of life is, we managed to get it on our third attempt because this was also bullshit. Yep. And another retarded ass level, which needs you to go to the individual numbers to actually input them and actually find the code somewhere else. And you had to do another garbage parkour sequence to get to the code, which was also very fun. I think it also took a bit of time to figure it out. Yeah. But after we did, it was pretty smooth sailing from there. Actually, it was not. We were going insane as well here. And we did not even make it that far into the game at that point. At this point, and we were pretty optimistic because we thought all the hard levels would be behind us. But little did we know. Little did we know. So after struggling for a bit here as well, we do manage to find the code. Actually, we didn't find the code. We started brute forcing it again. It seems. Yeah, it was close enough. And here is another very fun level if you're colorblind. Here we get scammed three times at the start because the colors were overlapping on each other, so we accidentally touched multiple. And here we had a very fun process of reading Morse code. I'm sure if any of y'all played Pokemon, this was nothing new, and you had to do this bullshit for the Regis as well. And another box. So this box level was absolute garbage. You had to move all the boxes to find the code, which honestly is a lot of unnecessary work for no reason. And here is the start of hell. This was one of my favorite levels where you had to paint everything and you had to do and you'll just watch the game. Each box mattered here. You could not just wing it. You had to be incredibly precise for the level to actually count. These are the levels I would recommend using your skips for, so that you keep your mental sanity intact. So just painting it here, and we get through most of the drawing. Then we decide. So here we can see I was done with the drawing, but it did not allow me to go through the door. So then I had to sit here and individually edit whatever was missing, because there is no erase feature. You literally have to draw over it, and once you fuck up like that, you have to redo everything, which is quite a stupid layout for this game. I honestly did not like this painting one bit. And despite it looking pretty accurate, it still did not let me through. So I had to make sure each box was right, and not only it looked accurate, it had to be precise. So after suffering a bit more, we were able to get this done.
Hey everyone, so I'll be taking over from here. And yeah, so the last level that we ended up was on the burger level, and this level is just after that, which is literally subtraction in this room. We ended up doing this subtraction pretty easily considering how good we are at maths, mainly because we are adults at this point. Yeah, so in this level, all the objects are like scattered throughout the map, and we ended up finding all the objects. I found it pretty easily because I don't know, it was just lying very close by. This level, the code was literally the amount of letters present in those words. I mean, this block level, this level was a little bit annoying because I had to click a lot, and once I found the keypad, I had to find the answer block. So that took me a long time because I did not know where it was. So I thought I'll break the outer layer first so that I find the code maybe somewhere lying inside it, which is exactly what ended up happening. I found the code, it was like around the top left part. The code was 3056, as you just saw. And this one is easy because the code was literally given to us, but everything was question mark. But this level is where it took me a while because I did not count the amount of noobs present in the room. I just randomly started guessing the number because I didn't want to count. I literally gave up after this because I was so annoyed at this point. My brain was not functioning because it was like continuous 40 minutes or 50 minutes of recording. And I ended up counting the noobs. It was 13. This one was a riddle, which I failed at first, but got it the second try because I already knew the answer. I just misclicked and placed that candle over there. Which is fine because I ended up getting the correct answer the second try. Anyways, so that's fine. And yeah, see? Oh wait, candle was correct. I guess I placed a book in the wrong place. I'm not sure what went wrong. Never mind. This level was a little bit difficult because I did not know the number. The answer was 100. What ended up happening was I gave up literally. So what happened was I did not know the answer. I thought I'll just start randomly guessing the number from 100. What ended up happening was I literally started at the number that was the answer. So I was pretty stupid, but it worked. So I'm not going to complain on this one. I still do not know why the answer is 100 actually. If one of you knows why the answer is 100, comment it down, please. Because I still do not understand it. Maybe I'm not smart enough, but I don't know. I could figure out every other level, so I wouldn't say my IQ starts at 75. Yeah, I'll be fast forwarding this because this level's pretty annoying. Alright, moving on to the next level. This level's literally a room, a white room, where you just got to find a path. Well, if, as you can see, I've been hitting every part of this wall, and I couldn't find the exit. But what ended up happening was I somehow just walked through some wall and I ended up in this room. I mean, not sure how that happened. So each pad over there was a code, and I ended up putting the sequence. This was pretty easy. I just looked at my keyboard, got the answer in a second. The answer was literally the time. So I first checked the hour hand. The hour hand was on 11, and the minute hand was on 25. I remember that. This guy, he's selling something called noob juice. I guess it's something close to a lemonade, but I guess I wouldn't recommend anyone to take that. The code was literally in the glass. I saw it as 7, but it was 1. This was a maze with invisible walls, but it was pretty easy, so we crossed it with no sweat. This level, I ended up choking at first, and at this point, if you notice, our IQ has increased. It's above average IQ. We started off with low IQ, but now we are above average, which is not exactly true because if you have an IQ around 83, you're actually considered a retard or something close to a retard. Might be a little smarter, but I don't know. But 83 IQ is pretty low. I guess the average IQ is around 100. Yeah, but we ended up reaching level 100, so we stopped the video around 104th level. But I guess we will only be counting until the next level. Like, this level is probably the last level we'll be talking about because the video is going on for quite a bit. And if you guys want to see a fully uncut video, like, share, and subscribe. I guess we'll be posting out more videos. And if this video reaches 10,000 views or 10,000 likes, we'll be posting a part 2 for this, where we try to reach until level 200, which is pretty difficult. And we are doing it without skipping any of the levels. As you can see, we haven't skipped any of the levels, which is actually very difficult without skipping because it takes a lot of time. It took us, I guess, around 1.5 hours just to reach this part of the video. And we still didn't manage to reach 200. Like, we couldn't even reach until 140. So it took us 200 just to reach 104th level. And I guess if you go on for that long, you people will end up getting bored. So yeah, we'll be doing that on the next video. So please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you.